Hey there, I'm Jenny. Welcome to my YouTube channel. I am thrilled that you're here. If you are thrilled that you're here and you could subscribe, that would be amazing. And when you're ready to take your practice to a little bit deeper, I'd love to invite you into my online studio called Balanced. Below the video, you can find the link to join for free for 5 days. I'll give you a whole tour around the studio and we can get a little deeper into our power yoga practice. So for now, have a great class. Welcome back to your mat. We have a super power ready for you today. I'm really excited about this class. I've practiced it a couple times and I love it. It is not going to be easy, but it is definitely going to be fun. Okay, so we're going to start seated. If you're comfortable sitting on your heels, go ahead and do it. We won't be here long, so don't worry about, getting too comfy. I want you to close your eyes and as always, just take a couple rounds of deep breath. And there's a couple reasons that we always start the class with these deep breaths. And you go ahead and do it while I talk you through it. You can inhale by your nose and exhale by your mouth, or you can inhale and exhale by your nose. I want that to be your decision, but make them nice and deep and long. And we do that for a couple reasons. When you get into these rituals, I like to call them, or habits, it's easier for your brain and body to kind of set into place that, okay, here I am, this is what I'm doing, and get you in the groove. It becomes easier each time you do it. And also because it's just a way for you to clear out the rest of your day and really connect with what's going on right now. Which, even if it's a workout, no matter what you're doing, you want to give it your full attention. And so every time you get on your mat, you're practicing how to listen and pay attention so that when you get off your mat, you can continue to do that and be super successful, like you're going to be in this super power class. Okay, one more big deep breath. Let it out, let it loose, let it go. And now close the mouth and breathe just in and out by the nose. And even though we're going to work hard, I want you to make sure that you always have that connection with the breath, okay? So in and out by the nose, slow, low flow. Go ahead and bring yourself into a tabletop position. Shoulders over wrists, hips over knees. You're going to connect some movement to the breath. So as you inhale, drop the belly, flip the tail, push the mat away. And then as you exhale, round the spine as much as you can, tuck your chin to your chest and push the mat away. Now tuck your toes and do that again. Inhale, drop the belly, flip the tail. Exhale, round and release, let it out, let it loose, let it go. Hold it here, keep the roundness, and just float the knees off the mat and push back into a down dog shape. Take a pause there. And then slowly bring it back down into tabletop. As soon as the knees touch the mat, take cat. Inhale, drop the belly, flip the tail, look up, moving nice and slow. Exhaling, rounding the spine, taking a pause in the roundness, lifting the knees, sending it back into down dog. Pausing, and then doing it again. Slowly come on forward, dropping the knees. As soon as the knees touch the mat, inhale, cat. Exhale, cow, round, 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 hold, float the knees, send it back into down dog, take a pause. You got 2 more of these bad boys. Slowly bring it forward, lowering the knees down. As soon as the knees touch down, inhale, cat. Exhale, round the spine, float the knees, push it back into down dog. And then the last one. Slowly bring it forward. And as soon as the knees touch the mat, inhale, drop belly, flip tail. Exhale, round, 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 round. Take a little pause, lift the knees, push it back to down dog, and then go ahead and hold it here and just pedal out the feet a little bit. So you should also, already feel like from that first time you touched in down dog, you feel just a little bit better. So go ahead and pedal, 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 pedal. Spread the fingers wide, push the mat away, find some length through the arms, through the spine, all the way into the backs of the legs. And then slowly settle the heels down onto that mat and take a couple deep breaths here. Again, in and out by the nose, slow, low flow. There's a little intention now to the breath. Every inhale is made to energize, to pull in everything you want. And every exhale is meant to let go of resistance. So rather than fighting or muscling, even when things are hard, you're in a state of surrender and flow. Yeah. Okay, let's drop it back down into tabletop position and let's start to get serious. So I want you to make sure that your wrists are right under your shoulders, your hips are under your knees, and you're going to extend your left leg back, left leg. Extend it straight back.
Now do this with me, okay? Your back toes are tucked, your belly is in, your spine is long. You're gonna give me a push-up with your elbows in. Think chaturanga. So come down with a little push-up as you lift that left leg. Now push back up, left toes to the floor, right knee draws up and into the chest, hold. Now do that again. Right knee under right hip, push up, lift the left leg with the push-up. Come back, left toes touch, right knee lifts. One more time, drop the knee, push up, lift the left leg, and then draw the right knee into the chest, hold 3, 2, and step the right foot forward into a low lunge. Lower the back knee, and then just come onto the fingertips and kind of let the hips sink down and forward. Once you get them where you want them, sweep the arms forward and up. Perfect. And now think kind of half moon from here. So right hand hooks left wrist. Take a little dip over towards the right as you kind of let your hips sink a little bit deeper towards the left. Breathe. Come back to the center, take the hands behind your back, interlace all 10 fingers, open things up even more as you let your hips sink down, taking a little mini back bend, heart up, chin up, chest up. And now you're gonna kind of level things off. So hinge forward about 45 degrees, tuck the back toes if they're not tucked, and lift the back knee into a low lunge, keeping the bind, chest forward, belly's in. If you can bring your palms together, I want you to do it. Hold for 3. Hold for 2, and this is coming to a simple twist. So release left hand down to the mat, right hand up to the sky like you're gonna touch the sky. And from here, we're taking a side plank. So really push down to the left hand, rotate to the knife edge of the back foot, stack right leg on top of left leg, look up, touch the ceiling with both the top hand and the top hip. Flex your feet. Breathe 3. Breathe 2. Now with total control, come to plank pose. Set up a strong plank, take an inhale, and as you exhale, lower all the way down to your belly. Inhale to up dog or cobra, and exhale to down dog. Take a deep breath in. Take a deep breath out. Hinge forward into tabletop position, set yourself up, shoulders over wrists, hips over knees. This time it's gonna be the right leg that goes back, nice and long, okay? Again, take your time here, belly's in. You got this beautiful long line of energy from the crown of the head to the back toes. Here comes the push-up. Elbows in, give me a push-up. Right toes touch the mat, left knee draws up and into the chest. Hold. Lower the left knee, give me the push-up as you lift the right leg. Right toes touch down, left knee lifts, hold. Drop it down and give me the push-up. Last one, best one. Lift the left knee, hold for 3, 2, step the left foot forward. Keep the fingertips on the floor. Lower the back knee and just set those hips. So let them sink. Once you got them, arms raise up to the sky. Beautiful. Let the hips be low. And then take left hand to right wrist and draw the upper body over towards the left, getting a nice stretch through the whole right side body as you keep your hips super, super low. Breathe 3, 2. Back up to the center. Take the hands behind your back and release the fingers. And open yourself up. Beautiful. Breathe. 3, 2. Keep the bind. Lengthen the spine. Hinge forward about 45 degrees. Back toes are tucked. Float the back leg up. So you're hovering above your left thigh. Your chest is forward. You can feel your legs firing up. Breathe. And then simple twist. Right hand down, left hand to the sky. And again, I want you to feel like you want to touch the sky and then start to push down through right hand as you rotate to side plank. Stack left leg on top of right. Look up and reach up. Touch the ceiling with the top hand and the top hip. Flex your feet. Breathe for 3. Breathe for 2. With control, that's important. Come forward to plank pose. Take a pause. This is your first chaturanga. Inhale, exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog cobra. And exhale, down dog. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Inhale, right leg lifts. Exhale, draw the knee into the chest, just like we did before. Hold 3, 2, step the right foot forward, rise to high lunge. Okay, we're gonna work ourselves slowly into chair. So what I want you to do is reach through your fingertips, shoulders away from the ears. Both legs are strong. Hinge forward 45 degrees, shift all the way to the front leg. It's separate leg chair. Step the back foot forward 6 inches to the left of the front foot. Sit a little lower until you bring your torso and your thighs parallel to the floor. Now I want you to pretend like you're gonna sit all the way down, but you're not gonna sit all the way down. So sit down, try to touch your butt to your heels and stand all the way up to the top. Now do that again, sit all the way down, butt to heels. Stand all the way up as you push through the heels of your feet. One more time. Sit all the way down and stand all the way up. Forward fold over the legs. Let it out, let it loose, let it go. Take an inhale, lengthen. Vinyasa. Hop or step back. Lower down through Chaturanga. Inhale through Up Dog Cobra. And exhale into Down Dog. Set up a super strong down dog where you really feel yourself pushing the floor away. And then from there, inhale, left leg lifts. Draw the knee into the chest. Take a pause. 3, 2, step it forward. And rise to that beautiful, strong, high lunge. Again, want to use both legs, okay? You're not just leaning in on the front leg. Pull the belly in. Hinge forward 45 degrees. Same exact thing. Except this time, step the right foot, the back foot forward 6 inches to the right of the front foot. Lower your butt and thighs and chest down until you're parallel to the mat. Hold. Now sit all the way down to the heels and stand all the way back up. Do it again. Sit all the way down. Press up through your heels like you mean it. Stand all the way up. Do it again. Sit all the way down. Press up like your heels through you mean it. And this time, sit all the way down, all the way down, all the way down without plopping, with control, straight into high boat. So lift the thighs, the shins, parallel to the mat, hook behind your hamstrings with your hands and pull yourself close to your thighs. Now lock it in there with a superhuman strength through your core, and then release your arms straight forward. This is where you're gonna start and end. Start here. Drop it into a low hollow hold, and then bring it back up to that beautiful high boat. Lock it in. Do it again. Drop it down, and bring it up, lock it in. Again, drop it down. Bring it up, lock it in. 3 more times. Drop it down. Bring it up, lock it in. Feel yourself coming right back to that starting point. Drop it down. Bring it up, lock it in. Last one, best one. Drop it down. Bring it up, lock it in, hold. Straighten the legs if you can for 5. Lift the chest for 4. Give me more for 3, 2. Cross the shins, come forward into plank pose. Plug the hands, step it back. Hold 5, feel your belly burn. 3, 2, take an inhale. Exhale, Chaturanga. Inhale, Up Dog Cobra, and exhale, Down Dog. Excellent, excellent work. Make sure you're breathing in and out by your nose. You're not huffing and puffing. Find a really nice down dog. And then from here, inhale, right leg lifts. Draw the knee towards the chest, take a pause. Step the right foot forward, rise into your high lunge. Excellent. We're gonna head our way into eagle. So what you're gonna do is take your left arm underneath your right and eagle your arms. Make sure it's left under right. Pull the elbows down as you hinge your upper body forward about 45 degrees, and then command the back leg off the mat into Warrior 3. Feel yourself floating on your right femur bone. I don't want you to feel heavy through the right leg. I want you to lift up. Now slowly start to stand up as you draw your left knee forward and up, and find yourself in eagle pose. Left leg up and over right. I want you to sit down low, pull the elbows down, breathe in and out by your nose. Feel your weight in your right heel. Squeeze the top leg into the bottom leg. Hold 3. Hold 2. We're going to come out how we came in. Start to untwist the left leg. Warrior 3, take a pause. Say hello. Step it back into your high lunge. Hold the high lunge. Now listen carefully. Lift your elbows to about shoulder height. Look up towards your fingertips. Take a mini back bend.
or a big one if you feel it, until your forearms are about parallel to the ceiling. Sit a little lower into your lunge. 3, 2, now slowly come down, releasing the hands into simple twist. Left hand down, right hand up, and you totally know where we're going. Touch the ceiling. Side plank, left hand down, rotate to knife edge of the back foot, stack it, hold it, breathe it for 5. Give me stronger feet. 4. Feel that energy through your legs, through your whole body for 3. You've got this. Push the mat away for 2. On 1, slowly come to plank. Take an inhale there. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog cobra. And exhale, down dog. Reset. Reset the posture, reset the breath, reset your mind. Remember, you inhale, you pull in what you want. You exhale, you let go of resistance. Push the mat away. Take an inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, draw the knee into the chest. You've got this. Step the left foot forward. Rise into your high lunge. Set up those 2 gorgeous legs for me. Pull the belly in. Find a long spine. Think head over tail. And now right arm wraps under left for eagle. So pull the elbows down, and as you do, hinge forward about 45 degrees. And then command the back leg up to warrior 3. And right away, you're floating on top of the left leg. Your right hip is parallel to the floor. Your breath is like you're sitting on the couch watching Netflix. Now we're starting to stand up. Stand up, stand up. Bring the right knee up and forward. Cross right leg over left. Eagle the legs. Don't worry if you lose your balance. Go ahead and just get back in. No big deal. I want you to sit deep into the left heel. Press the top leg into the bottom leg. Pull the elbows down. You're only here once. I want you to really make it count. For another 3. For another 2. Start to untwist the legs. Head back through warrior 3. Say hello to warrior 3. We love warrior 3. And then float it back into the high lunge. Now take your time. Set up your legs. Feel strong through the legs. And then lift the elbows about shoulder height. Look up and take the back bend. Hold. For 3. For 2. Slowly coming out of it and releasing to simple twist. Right hand down, left hand to the sky. Touch the ceiling. Push down through the right hand, rotate to the knife edge of the back foot, stack it. Side plank, look up. Push down and lift up. For another 4, you got this. Come on, come on, come on, come on. 3, flex your feet. 2, come forward to plank. Take an inhale. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog cobra. Exhale, down dog. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Again, deep breath in. Deep breath out. Inhale, right leg lifts. Exhale, draw the knee into the chest. Step the right foot forward. Fingertips to the mat. I want you to float the chest above the thigh and come into a warrior 3 supported. So hands to the mat, lift the back leg. I want you to point your back toes, level your hips, and float your hands to your heart center. Now breathe here. Lengthen through the crown of the head and through the toes of the back foot. Perfect. Now keep all that gorgeous length. Bring your right hand down directly underneath your right shoulder and start to tilt into half moon. Flex your back foot once you've got your left hip stacked on top of your right, and then slowly reach your left arm up to the sky. Yup, float on your right fingertips. Don't lean in too much. Now if you want a little bit more, bend the back knee and take a bind. So like you're in bow pose, you're just gonna hook on to that back foot and open yourself up. And of course, point the toes if you're doing that. If this feels like too much, you just stay in half moon, no big deal. Wherever you are, I want you to breathe for another 3, another 2, and we're slowly coming to warrior 2. So if you're in a bind, you release it, and you float into warrior 2. There you are. Now, as soon as you get there, check out your feet. We want our heels aligned, back toes turned in slightly, arms are nice and sharp, head is directly over the tail. You got energy coursing all the way through your body. Use that energy to take it into Bikram triangle. Flip the palms. Right elbow in front of the right knee. Reach down as you reach up and breathe. So ideally, your chin is going to touch that top shoulder. You got a straight line from the crown of the head to the heel of the back foot. Your breath is flowing. And now you're going to slowly take the bottom hand, tap the floor, take the top arm, reach up and over, and find side angle. Now, sticking with the theme of the class, we're going to take straight from side angle to side plank. So all you're going to do is swivel that left hand all the way around until your left hand's on the mat, right hand comes to the sky, swivel to the back edge of the back foot, and stack it into side plank. So left hand down, right hand up, flex the back feet, and breathe for another 3, for another 2. Come forward into plank with grace. Take an inhale, exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog cobra, and exhale, down dog. Awesome work. Deep breath in and out by the nose. Reset the whole thing. And then here we go. Inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, draw the knee to the chest. Step the left foot forward. Supported warrior 3. So hands are on the floor, lift the back leg. Point the back toes to start. Float the hands to the heart center and find that huge long line of superpower energy from the crown of the head to the toes of the back foot. From here we do half moon. All you got to do, flex your back foot, left fingertips directly under left shoulder. Start to open the body. So right hip on top of left, right shoulder on top of left. Look at the floor. Don't look anywhere else. Right arm to the sky, and then whatever you did on one side, you do on the other. So if you bent the back knee and you went for kind of that half bow, you point the toes. Breathe. For 3, you got this. Keep the bottom leg strong. For 2, slowly release without turning anything into a slingshot, and float it to warrior 2. Bend the front knee and float it back. As soon as you get there, double check. I don't care how long you've been practicing. Your form is more important than your depth. Check it out. You're never on autopilot. Being, meticulous with your form is a way to keep your brain in check and focused on what you're doing. Bikram triangle, flip the palms. Left elbow in front of left knee, reach up, reach down. Strengthen the back leg like you mean it. I don't want any spaghetti legs in the back. Breathe. In and out by the nose. Good, now float the bottom fingertips to the floor. Reach the top arm up and over. Take this awesome side angle. Open a little bit more through the chest. And then right into side plank. So just swivel all the way around. Right hand down, left hand up. Float all the way to the knife edge of the back foot and plank it. Hold it for 5. Ooh, we love these side planks. Lift higher than you want to. Bottom body is lifting top body. 2. Come to plank. Take an inhale. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog cobra. And exhale, down dog. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. You're going to run through that exact series one more time with a little more power. So here we go. Inhale, right leg lifts. Exhale, knee to nose. Bring it in, hold it. Step the right foot forward. Float the fingertips, lift the back leg, warrior 3. Hold it here. Breathe. Take it into half moon with grace, with style. Hold half moon. Don't take the bind this time for 3. 2, start to micro bend the front leg. Float it to warrior 2. Check your form, check your brain, check your breath. Once you got it, flip the palms, Bikram triangle. Hold, breathe. Float the bottom hand to the mat. Float the top arm up and over. Take an awesome side angle. Use your tricep to your knee to your tricep to open the chest more. And now rotate the whole thing into side plank. Left hand comes down, right hand comes up. You're on the knife edge of the back foot. You're lifting, lifting, lifting. Of course, if this is really tough, your top foot can be in front of your bottom foot. But I want you to keep trying. Now slowly with control, plank. Inhale. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog cobra. Exhale, down dog. Yeah,
Let's keep that momentum. Inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, knee to chest, knee to nose, hold. Step it forward. Warrior 3, supported to start with. Float the hands up to finish it. Now open that bad boy up to half moon. Again, keep looking at the floor. That's your best way to stay balanced, is to really keep your eyes on one spot. Don't even blink. Now float it back to warrior 2. Again, do it with the most control you can. Get yourself set up in warrior 2, feeling really strong, feeling really proud. Flip the palms, Bikram triangle. Take a pause here, feel the entire posture. All the good you're giving yourself. Float the bottom hands to the mat, top arm reaches up and over. Again, tricep to knee, knee to tricep, feel the side angle. And then rotate the whole bad boy into side plank. Right hand down, left hand up, stack it, hold it, breathe. For 3, for 2, for 1, bring it into plank pose. Hold your plank. Breathe. Line up your shoulders over your fingertips, feet hips width distance apart. Lower slowly down to your belly, and then take a lift, a cobra, baby cobra. I want your feet planted to the floor, tops of the feet on the floor. Draw your elbows towards your hip bones. Hug the elbows to the body, tilt the chin up, and really feel that you're lifting and not pushing. Now lower your forehead to the ground, tuck the toes, plank pose, push up. Hold 3. Hold 2, lower down and do it again. Slowly, 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 lower to the belly, untuck the toes, really plant the feet into the mat. Lift, hold. 4, breathe. 3, draw the shoulders away from the ears. 2, lower the forehead down to the mat, tuck the toes, let's go. Plank pose, don't even think about it. Just do it. Hold it for 3. Hold it for 2. Last one, lower all the way down. Untuck the toes, let's go. Lift, hold. 4, 3, 2, your last plank. Lower the forehead down, tuck the toes. Lift up, plank pose. Boom, there you are. Hold. Excellent. Step the knees between the hands. Fixed firm. So separate the feet. Start with your knees together. Sit between your heels. And if you automatically feel anything that doesn't feel right, open the knees. If you cannot sit all the way down, keep the weight forward in your hands, just like I'm doing here. Don't try to invent anything. Just keep it forward here. If you're comfortably seated, I want you to just double check that your heels touch your hips. You don't have any gap there. And then hands to the feet, you can lower back one elbow at a time. Now here's the deal. You can stay right here if this is great, or you can lower all the way down. Okay, so it would be the top of the head, then the back of the head on the mat, and then you would bring your arms over your head, grab your opposite elbows, your shoulders stay down, and you lift your chest and your belly up. You always want your knees on the mat. So if your knees are lifting up, you went too far. If you're having a holy shit moment, it's normal, but if you're dropping a bunch of F-bombs, you probably went too far too. Remember, I inhale what I want, I exhale resistance. Starting to slow things down now. Did a lot of great work. Good, let's come out of this one. Put your hands on your feet. Come up one elbow at a time. Come all the way onto all fours. And then just simply cross the shins, sit on your butt. Let your legs go long. Hands behind you, just kind of shift side to side and let all the blood flow down through those legs. Let it go. Awesome. I want you to keep your left leg nice and long and then bring your right knee up and over the left knee. Okay, so we have two knees stacked on top of each other. Your left foot, flex it a little just to simply draw it forward a little bit and then relax the foot. Hands out in front of you, take an inhale, pull the chest forward, and as you exhale, forward fold over that leg. Try your best to relax the left leg. If you're anything like me, again, that resistance happens. So what I want you to make sure you practice, especially in your yoga practice and then again off the mat, is when you do feel yourself resisting or you feel yourself back in that same pattern, we could call it a mistake if we wanted to, you don't get upset with yourself. Just go, oh, I'm doing it again. But I know how to get out of it. Again, I relax, I release, I exhale through the resistance. So don't get frustrated. I know that's easier said than done, but especially for me, that's been key to me actually making serious changes, is to really not get frustrated. Teach yourself patience. Practice patience. It's hard to have patience with yourself is the hardest thing you could do. Good, slowly release it. All we're gonna do is go right over to the other side. So right leg goes long, left leg comes up and in, and then the left knee stacks on the right. If it's high up, if it's not stacked perfectly, I don't want you to worry about it. Flex through your right foot, feel the whole back of the leg stretch a little, then relax the foot, and then hands in front of you and just forward fold. This side might feel totally different than the other side. Try your best to always relax your face. It's really awesome what happens when we just simply let our jaw relax. Let your shoulders be heavy. Let your torso be heavy, helping you to find yourself a little bit deeper into that stretch. Should feel nice and intense through both sides. Excellent. Slowly come out of it. Let both legs go nice and long. Give it a little shake, shake, a little wiggle, wiggle. And then we're going to take a stretch straight from here. So I want you to just pull the tush out of the way so your cushions are back. You feel yourself right on your sits bones. Your hips are kind of forward a little bit. Hook your big toes, middle and index fingers. Take a nice big inhale, lengthen, lift. And exhale, forward fold. Come on down. Now we want a long, long, long spine. If you want to flip the grip, you can also interlace all 10 fingers and put them, underneath the feet. I like this because it helps you to keep your feet flat. If you look forward, you notice your feet, they tend to roll in. But imagine having your feet like you were standing, right? You're standing on the floor. Your feet are totally flat. So the hands can kind of help you, and it changes the stretch tremendously. 3, 2, and 1. Slowly release it. Awesome. Keep your left leg forward. Bring your right knee up and over. And then lift your right hand behind you, left arm up. We're going for a twist. Bring the left arm up and over. Bend the elbow and push into that knee. Inhale, lengthen, and exhale, twist. As always, I want you to soften a bit through the back arm. So you can almost feel like you're leaning back slightly. Shoulders are about parallel to the floor, chin parallel to the floor. One little extra twist here at the end, and then slowly release it. Your right leg goes long, your left foot comes up and over. You basically want your heel and knee lined up, same as always. Left hand behind your right arm comes up, bring it over the knee, bend the elbow, push the knee back, and then go for the twist. Look back over the shoulder, shoulders parallel to the mat, chin parallel to the mat. Got a great twist, not only great for the spine, but for the digestive system, the internal organs. I always try to remind you of that, to remember why you're doing all this stuff. And then slowly release it. Awesome. Let both legs come out nice and long. And then what I want you to do is actually bend the knees, put your feet flat down on the floor, about hips width distance, reach forward, and we're going to roll down one vertebrae at a time. Imagine me at your house pulling your hands forward to offer a bit of resistance. Use that resistance to really tuck the tailbone. Feel yourself working through each vertebrae, the whole entire core, until you get yourself flat on the mat. Once you're flat on the mat, bring your feet closer to your tush. Reach your hands down. Your middle finger should touch your heels. That's exactly where I want your feet to be, hips width distance. Palms down to the mat. Lift the hips into bridge pose. Now, once you get your hips high as you can, shift your shoulder blades closer, interlace your 10 fingers, and lift even higher. So when you look down the center line of your body, you shouldn't see your knees anymore. Now, I know you can't see your knees, but let's double check that we haven't let them go really wide or our heels haven't turned in. Breathe for 3. Breathe for 2. Slowly lower down on 1. Perfect. And then keep your right leg, left leg exactly how it is. Bring your right ankle up and over the left knee for a little figure four, and then go ahead and draw it in. So now, if you have a lot of flexibility, go ahead and grab over the left shin. If that feels too intense, you can grab behind the leg. That's completely fine. I never want you to decide you can't until you try. Maybe you've never grabbed above the shin and today's the day. Flex your right foot. Keep the spine long. Both shoulders down on the mat. And then, pull in with kindness, but with enough that you feel this gorgeous stretch to the right side. Awesome. Release the hands, put the left foot back on the mat, and then just slide the legs as if you're going into eagle, right leg on top of left. Now you can hook the foot or not, and you're gonna take a twist, dropping both knees over towards the left. If as you come down, you notice the foot hooked is too much, just unhook it. Bring your arms out to the side wide, or even in a cactus shape is fine. Start by looking up at the ceiling, and then if you can, let your head roll all the way towards the right. Now you might notice your right shoulder pulling off the floor. So again, here's our opportunity. Our exhale becomes where we move through our resistance. And you'll find that with each exhale, you can soften a bit, and that right shoulder will start to move closer to the ground. You'll also feel yourself getting a deeper stretch through the mid and upper back. We tend to feel this right away in the low back. But if we can relax, if we can use gravity and let our knees be really heavy and our feet be really heavy and our hips be nice and heavy, you're going to find yourself open up a little bit more everywhere else. Good, come back through the center, and then just simply untwist the legs, put both feet flat on the mat, bring your arms in by your sides, and then just set up again that we have our heels touching our middle fingers, palms to the mat. Your second set of bridge. Go ahead and lift. Lift, lift, lift. Again, once we get to where we can't go anymore, move the shoulder blades closer together, interlace the fingers, and lift higher. Check that the form is not changing. Look right down the center line of the body. Hold, freeze for 3. Can we bring our palms together for 2? Slowly lower all the way down. Obviously move the hands out of the way. Keep the right leg where it is. Bring the left ankle up and over right knee. And then take that figure 4. And you're going to do your best to try and grab wherever you did on the other side. Flex your left foot. And breathe into it. One more cycle of breath. Slowly release. Let your right foot come down to the mat. Left leg crosses over right. And then again, we're going to just drop the knees to the right. You can untwist the legs a bit if that works for you. And then take the arms out nice and wide. And just go through that same process. Let the head drop to the left. If you feel the left shoulder coming really far off the ground, take your time with it. Release through the exhale. Let your feet be heavy, your ankles. Feel those ankle bones real heavy. Knees heavy, hips heavy, until you find yourself opening through mid and upper back. 3. Let the head fall more to the left. 2. Come back up through the center on 1. Readjust the spine, and then get yourself into your final Savasana. I want your arms long, your legs long, your eyes closed, and I want you to set the intention of taking your time. That might be one of the most important intentions you can take. That does not mean you don't have ambition. That does not mean you don't have vision. That does not mean you don't have energy or you push yourself and challenge yourself. It means you do it with grace, with patience, and in a state of surrender. Practice that here. When your mind starts telling you you've had enough, I want to get up, I'm hungry, you're on to the next task, I want you to rein it in Bring it back into the vibration of your body. Bring it back into exactly where you are, right here, right now. And see if you can do that a couple more times than what's comfortable. See if you can expand your awareness, your ability to put your attention on what you want, just a tad bit more today. Thank you for doing Superpower. Have an awesome rest of your day and night, and I will see you on your mat. Namaste.